Take that, Dr. Oct. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. It's me, Body by Bricks, here again with another review of a Lego that I built while walking on the treadmill. This is the Daily Bugle from Marvel, and this was the most nerve-wracking build that I've done on the treadmill. It was the first enormous build I did while walking, and it was very, very, very nerve-wracking because it is very tall, and at the end of the build, it was bouncing all over the place on the table. Um, when I finally had to have the whole thing on the table at the end instead of section by section, like I built it, it was just bouncing all over the place and trying to get all the pieces on, and these column pieces was very, very difficult. Um, Lots of glass windows, obviously plastic glass, but lots and lots of clear glass windows. I don't think I ever need to see any more of these clear plastic window tiles ever again. Uh, they were they're pretty flimsy when they're stacked as high as they are. I feel like there could have been some more securing bricks to keep these front pieces on. I think this top one has only got like two studs, one down here and one on the other side, holding it together, and then just kind of the friction of the top plate holding it on. So I mean, I would have felt a lot safer with some more securing bricks. Really could have made it a little less flimsy for how big it is. This set is actually a super special set to me because this was my wedding gift from my wife on our wedding day. Um, Hello. Here's a nice size comparison from Nezuko. Come and sit by the set, Mama. She's a little camera shy, just like her dad, me. Get your butt out of here. Send Nezzy to get me some coffee. 2 sugars. Anyway, yeah, Daily Bugle, a great set. A lot of fun to build. Tons of minifigures, which is I. This is the amount of minifigures I wanted to see on Jabba's sail barge. There's just, tons of actual Marvel characters, and then you have pedestrians, people that work at the Daily Bugle, you got people just walking around the city. There's a total of, I think, 24 minifigures, which is an enormous amount of minifigures. I think it's even more than what the Death Star came with, the UCS Death Star. Um, yeah, I mean, they even had, like, a little bird here for the bird's nest on, 2 birds on the back pieces. I think they're air conditioners in the back of the building. The insides were incredible. A lot of fun to design the offices and the different desks and little Easter eggs in each room, and all the newspapers, different covers on all the newspapers was great, which also had some Easter eggs in there. Characters like Kingpin, who didn't have a minifigure, but he's featured on the newspapers. That was pretty cool. Spider Ham, probably my favorite minifigure. One of, top 5 minifigures on the set for sure. Um, Definite favorites are Blade. I love Blade. He's a great character. Really can't wait to see what they do. Maybe 25 minifigures. I don't think I counted her up there. Um, Daredevil's great. Carnage, Venom. All the villains are super cool. Punisher, another great one. Aunt May, which was funny to have be the first minifigure you put together for the set. Um, yeah, great set. Definitely recommend. Probably getting close to retirement age now. So if you're looking to get it, I would get it soon. I don't think it's officially been announced yet or even on the radar for a retirement, but I could foresee it happening very soon. Um, the stickers were hard to put together. They're always hard to put on the bricks in the on the treadmill, and there was a lot of them and big ones at that. But they're on there. I think they look all right. Corners peeling on this one, but it's okay. Green Goblin popping out of the building is so awesome. This was a really fun part of the build, and how the glass is all shattered out, blowing out as Green Goblin leaves the Daily Bugle. Um, put Spider-Man here hanging off of the sign itself. So he's just hanging there fighting Doc Ock. Yeah, set was a blast. Definitely recommend getting it if you're into Marvel and obviously Lego. Definitely a good set. It's almost 4,000 pieces. It's 3,772 pieces. And I walked for 39 miles while I was building this. Dropped 6 pounds during the build. And at the time, because this was probably about a month, maybe 5 weeks ago now, I had dropped 25 pounds. And I clocked myself at 120 bricks per hour, which doesn't seem accurate. So I feel like I maybe just made that number up at the time before I decided to actually figure out the math on the bricks per hour stat. Um, yeah, 12 episodes of Sopranos. So I guess probably around 12, 13 hours to build it. I don't remember if I watched anything else, but this is when I started The Sopranos. And I had just gotten over my hand surgery. So it took me a little bit longer to build. Um, yeah, that's it for the Daily Bugle. Really, really awesome build. Highly recommend. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for tagging along on all the Body by Bricks journey and all the socials. And yeah, see you on the treadmill.